Yeah. So, hi everyone. Once again, uh, a warm welcome to each and everyone who joined this AI Creators Program inaugural. So I knew, for the last few days, you've been calling up day and night saying this. We got so many issues, or the program details and all. So I think now you'll get an idea on what the 15 days going to be, and in this inaugural, you will know what you will learn along this 15 days in detail. Now, uh, now I invite Dr. L. Pratap Reddy garu, is a President Swecha and Professor Emeritus at JNTU Hyderabad, to give a few words on this creators AI creators program. So over to you, Dr. Pratap Reddy garu.
Thank you, Rashekar. First of all, I'm really happy to be part of this inaugural session of AI Creators Program. Um, there's an interesting aspect every time when I actually uh, be part of the teaching and also be part of the Swecha. So, when we actually look at the teaching and the different kinds of learning processes that we actually encounter, most of the time what we do is we adopt rote learning, remember things more and more and reproduce. That is a kind of approach that started from schooling, intermediate, and then we try to attempt uh, competitive examinations based on the kind of memory that we actually achieve. But interestingly, as far as this program is concerned, as far as the program that is being checked out with Swecha and the collaborative approach with IIIT Hyderabad, Meta, and Ozonetel, and all this collaborative team, what they actually thought is that the learning should be more and more interesting. And that's the reason you start learning by doing. It's not the learning for the sake of learning. Now we expect that you create a chatbot. You create a chatbot which will answer for anyone. Now that's where you learn the basics of how the present generative AI works. Now that itself will give you an interesting insight into how exactly we can also contribute back. So that's why AI Creators Program is not a learning program, it is a combination of learning and contribution. That's why we call it as a Creators Program. For me, there are a lot many number of users across the world, but what we want here is that more number of AI creators should evolve from this state. And that's where we might start learning, we might start initiating at the low level, at a small level, at the beginner's level. But I'm 100% sure the understanding and the interest at the beginner's level, I'm really confident that we can definitely create a lot. So the whole question is that in this AI Creators Program, we start creation and learning as a combination. Now, my other team members will explain you what will be the importance of the contribution that you are going to do it. Now, we actually look at the way in which you are going to contribute is going to be the world's first attempt as far as the contribution from a set of learners are concerned, from a set of creators are concerned. That's why I personally feel we are all together in this larger domain of creating a large language model for Telugu. Yes, we can do it. And that's where we are going to learn and we are going to create a combination of these two is the AI Creators Program. So I invite you all to be part of this program and then let's actually uh, do a lot. And also let's combine things and showcase that this is the only approach for the future. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Pratap Garu. That's a very keen apt intro on what will be this program and all. Now, I would like to invite Professor Ramesh Raghunathan Garu to. He's a professor at IIIT Hyderabad and founder of the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, and was the main brain behind all this building this Telugu large language model. So, over to you, Professor Ramesh Garu.
Thanks, Rajshekar. Thanks, Professor Pratap. And I echo everything Pratap said. I think this is a huge opportunity for us as a community, society, and a state, and also for all of you students to be a part of something very, very interesting, very unique, right? If you look at what ChatGPT, OpenAI has done, spending tons of money, tons of effort, tons of time. Can we do something similar? Not the same scale, but something similar collectively as a collaborative effort. And in that process, right, train a bunch of students to understand AI at its kind of most fundamental level. What is AI? What is data? What are data sets? How do you organize the data sets? What do you do with the data sets? How do you build the model? How do you use the models? Right? And what kind of purpose can this model serve? You get in this small, right, 2 to 4 weeks. This AI creators is 2 weeks, other internship which is 4 weeks. In the small time, you get a sense of this whole process and which at scale, right? You're doing a small part of it, and imagine like some few 100,000 such efforts are going in, or maybe several 100,000 such efforts are going in by different people at different times, and that is what's going to form the whole Telugu LLM, which we are kind of hoping to create. Will probably be one of the first crowdsourced LLM created anywhere in the world, and definitely the first one for Telugu. A lot of Telugu culture related information is going to get captured for the first time and be available very widely. Right? We are hoping if we get this right, if we get enough students interested from across the two states, we'll probably be able to document every small town and village in the state. Imagine a wiki page for every village. That's what we are hoping, right? You will know where the village is. We'll know some well-known people from the village. You know what kind of food the people eat, what kind of things they do, whether it's crops, agriculture, or something else. What kind of crafts, what kind of folk songs, what kind of stories, local stories, what kind of temples or churches or mosques they have, and it I just the possibility is endless. And in that process, we're also creating a Telugu LLM, right? Which is going to be a foundational model created from scratch, and which will form the basis for creating a full-fledged Telugu LLM. So it's very, very exciting, and I'm so glad that I'm a part of the team that's helping with this. IIIT has a role. IIIT has the largest AI research group in the country, 50 faculty and 500 researchers, and also ranking AI research coming out of IIIT ranks top 1 or 2 in the country and among the top 10, 15 in whole of Asia. And of course, long ways to go. We just barely started. We have long ways to go, a lot more to do. But it's got a very, very strong AI traction coming out of IIIT. So as IIIT also, we're very interested in this initiative and want to do everything we can. There were at least in a couple of meetings we had, there were more than 10 professors that were interested in being part of it, that were in those discussions. Once the data comes, there'll be a lot of research that comes out of it, which is in the process going to help create some very interesting use cases as well from all that work. So IIIT as an institute is very involved, very interested. Personally, I'm very interested. I'm a big fan of anything that is done as a community effort. And Swecha is a fantastic group, a bunch of very, very smart people that have brought together like several tens of thousands of students across the 2 states and doing some wonderful stuff. And I'm looking forward to taking what we did with last time with 40, 50,000 students. This time we're going to do a few 100,000 students, right? And then take it beyond students. Our plan is like after September, October, when this round of internship-led work is done, we want to take it to even much larger community. Anybody should be able to come and contribute. So very interesting model. We think the way we would do it here for Telugu applies to all Indian languages. The same can be replicated in other languages. It also applies to all global south, what we call global south, right? What is broadly called the global south, right? Underdeveloped nations from the Americas, Africa, right? And all the in parts of Asia, all the underdeveloped nations like India, will have this problem. We don't have much of digital resources. What OpenAI did by trying to process all the internet resources will not apply for these cultures and languages because there's very little available digitally today. So we will need to do what we're doing here, like through interviews and such, collect a lot of primary information. And so we believe whatever tools, techniques, frameworks, and approaches we build for Telugu will apply to rest of Indian languages immediately and very soon to a lot of the global South countries. So thank you for all of you for being a part of this initiative. This is while we are thinking about it, we are conceptualizing, we are dreaming up. At the end of the day, this whole initiative is only going to be as good as what the students can do, right? How many students come, how many of you participate actively, how many of you contribute, and the success of this initiative is you and your time and your effort. So thank you for that, and looking forward to some wonderful things coming out of these 2 weeks. Thanks, all the best, and Rashikar, back to you.
Thank you, Professor Ramesh Garu. I think, yes, for sure, want to build a digital footprint of our entire Telugu cultural history, and let's work towards this. Thank you so much. And now I would like to invite Nagendranath Garu, who is a senior associate at Salmander Advisory Services Singapore, and also senior mentor at T-Hub. So, yes, over to you, Nagendranath Garu. Sorry, I think you're on mute.
Thank you very much. Andarki namaskaram. I hope I'm all good, right? Can you hear me? Perfect. I think this is a very special day for me. నాకు నా తెలుగే నా పొగరు అని అనుకునేవాడిని. మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లెపూదండ, మా కథ తల్లికి మంగళారతులు అన్నట్టు మీరందరూ ఇందులో ఈ యజ్ఞంలో పాల్గొనటం అనేది చాలా చాలా అరుదు, చాలా చాలా స్పెషల్. ఇది ప్రపంచంలోనే ఎక్కడా జరగంది ఇప్పుడు జరుగుతోంది. అందుకని నాకు ముందర ఆనందంగా ఉంది. మన తెలుగు సంస్కృతికి ఉన్న విస్తరణ, మన తెలుగుకి ఉన్న భాషకున్న మాధుర్యం అన్ని బయటికి తీసుకొస్తున్నారు. అది కాకుండా ఈ ఏఐ అనేది మనం సారీ ఫర్ దట్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్. ఒక ఏఐ అనే దాన్ని మనం తెలుగులో చేయటం, రమేష్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు, ప్రతాప్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు, ఒక డేటా సెట్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయటం, దానికి లాంగ్వేజ్ మోడల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయటం, అదే వాటికి యూస్ కేసెస్ కనుక్కోవటం. ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ ఆర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎ వెరీ యునిక్ ఫస్ట్ టైమ్ ఎవర్, విచ్ ఈస్ ఎ గిన్నెస్ రికార్డ్ క్యాండిడేట్, and I'm so glad to be part of it. And the other thing I want to mention is the number of people who are absolutely brilliant who are participating in this program. I had the good fortune a couple of days ago, one night, Kaundanya Garu was taking me through some of the fundamentals of the machine learning and data sets and AI, and I'm blown away by the capabilities of our team. And I have got inquiries from so many people from across the world to participate in this. Because what you're doing, Ramesh Garu said, very simple, very little, very fundamental first steps. Yes, they are first steps, but like what Armstrong said on the moon, right? This may be a small step for a man, but a giant leap for mankind. Congratulations all for participating. Encourage your faculty, encourage your friends, encourage your colleagues, and let us make this something that the whole of the Telugu community will be proud of. People are already asking all over. I've in fact sent messages to Praveen Garu and others saying I've got registrations from people who are doing PhD programs, who are 40 years and all, saying, why am I not getting registered? I'm trying this. So please make the most of it. And congratulations and all the very best. Sorry for the background. Sorry for this. I'm traveling, but still I wanted to be part of this. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm 100% committed to this. And I'm a very active volunteer. Use me in any way you want. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nagendranath Garu. Yes, rightly you pointed. Yes, for sure, we want to learn this AI and to build this program. Now, I would like to invite the Chaitanya Chukareddy, CTO, Chief Technology Officer of Ozonetel, which is an AI solutions company, and one of the key person who pulling us to drafting this entire program. So, over to you, Chaitanya.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks everyone.
So I think
Hello.
Chaitanya, your video
Yeah,
is visible. Yeah, I can
yeah,
hear.
just some disconnection happened. So let me just be
Okay.
quick. There's some disturbance in my office network today. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, let me just quickly try to. I mean, I think already Dr. Pratap and Dr. Ramesh and Nagendranath Garu have explained the core of the process. See, I think for my call is very simple. I mean, see, the AI has come in mainly because of a certain set of things that have happened. And now we know that AI is possible in the sense that you can actually talk to them with certain actions or whatever, right? The problem is that in fact, all of the AI systems work for Telugu, I mean English. And that's the fundamental problem. And if we want to make AI accessible to everyone, then we have to build our own AI. Nobody else is going to build it for us. So that's the first, that there is no other option for us. We have to build this AI, and you guys are the ones who are going to make it happen. In fact, this effort is to prove to the world built in this way. And I am guaranteeing you, by the end of this effort, people will realize that this is the only way to build AI, not the way that is currently being done. So we already see a lot of problems with the current approach, where we are running out of GPUs. To run an AI, you have to use the power that power a whole city, and the kind of data being collected is being collected without any permission. We are avoiding all that. We are actually showing the world that is the way to do. And I am just loving it that it's the students who have actually come forward and said that, hey, we will take this better, we will get it done. And I thank you guys for doing this and going. See, the way I look at it is like Ramesh Garu mentioned, this is not just about AI, this is about our culture. I was just joking the other day that Channa Mama Rave kind of a rhyme. I don't think if we don't protect it now, we will pretty much be the last generation who will be singing those songs. So even now, I'm Scottish because that's how I've been trained from an young age. I would prefer to talk in Telugu, but I have been so brainwashed from the beginning that my thought process now comes in English. And that's because I've been in an English medium and all that. I would prefer that option be available to my brothers and sisters going forward, that they can learn in Telugu and converse in Telugu without thinking that they are second class citizens. And that is the thing that we want to avoid, and give an option for everyone to build. And as Dr. Pratap said, right, when we said that we have to collect data, we realized that students, the other thing we have to do is build a community, and more importantly, build the talent. AI, the advantage of AI, unlike IT, right? When IT came, we were already behind the scene. Already countries had deployed IT 20 years before we started adapting. And that's why as engineers, we were always catching up as computer science engineers. But AI, and especially the current AI, is good in a way that everybody is starting now. Everybody is starting now, whether you are in San Francisco, whether you are in Dallas, whether you are in Moscow, or whether you are in Hyderabad. We are all starting now. Now we are in the starting stage of the race. Now, how fast we run, how much we learn will make us the winner. Now, we have taken that as a personal thing. Swecha team, IIIT, and JNTU, and everybody, right? BITS, everybody is getting involved. IIT, we have taken it upon ourselves. We will train you guys. We will make you the best AI engineers. All we need from you is an attitude to learn and hard work. That's the only thing we need. The rest of it we will provide. Don't worry about it. You can talk to us. You have access to the best of the engineers. We are the best of the people in AI. We will build the best AI system. Just work with us. We will guide you. And within a year, you will see that you are the guys who will be leading this AI effort. And I'm guaranteeing you, I hope to see next year, we will be seeing a lot more papers published. We will be the leading research AI. We will be leapfrogging China and US also. So it's all up to you guys. Start as simple as going and talking to your family and asking them to speak in Telugu. That's the starting point. From there, we will be the best AI city and then the best AI country. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Chetan. Yes, I think along with me and others who joined, yes, we will learn this I think technology, and of course we'll build that Telugu large language. Thank you so much for joining and enlightening us. Now, I would like to invite Kiran Chandra Garu, who is the founding chairman of Swecha, and also, if we see the Telugu words are formed in all the digital letters, the main brain and the team behind the Swecha Telugu operating system, the first Telugu operating system we have. So, over to you, Kiran.
And I follow Pratap and Chaitanya in the last, okay? But I think as Chaitanya has correctly pointed out, and others also have pointed out, that this is something which is unique that is happening in the world. అందరూ చూసుంటారు, మామూలుగా చైతన్య గారు చాలా స్పష్టంగా చెప్పారు. 1991, we are not in 1991, we are in 2024 today. When computers came to India, we were actually following the world. ఇండియాలో ఐటీ బూమ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఇండియాలో జనాలందరికీ కంప్యూటర్లను నేర్పటంతో కాదు, అమెరికాలోను ప్రపంచంలోనూ వచ్చినటువంటి Y2K ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని సాల్వ్ చేయటంతో. అందుకని వాళ్ళకి సెమీ క్లరికల్ వర్క్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సిన ఇంజనీర్లందరినీ భారతదేశం నుంచి ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేసాం. దట్ ఈస్ హౌ వి బిగాన్ ఇన్ ద లేట్ 90s. బట్ as Chaitanya has correctly pointed out, we are in a very different scenario today, that we are 3 decades after that. తర్వాత we have got AI. So I think everybody is an early bird, and the most important thing is that everybody is debating on what is the best way to achieve it. One way is that the rule of the jungle, that is the mightier would survive. So there is one model that was first released which spent around close to $1.2 billion, is what the internet says. Roughly it is close to $1.2 billion, is 120 crores of dollars, which is thousands of crores. I mean, it's not any small amount of money that is being spent. So అన్ని కోట్ల రూపాయల డబ్బులుండి వేల మంది ఇంజనీర్లు ఉంటేనే సాధ్యం అవుతుందా అనేటువంటి ఒక చర్చ ఒక పక్కన జరుగుతుంది. బట్ ఎవ్రీబడి ఇన్ ద గేమ్ ఆఫ్ ఏఐ, ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ అనగానే అంతా అనుకునేది దాని ఒక బ్రహ్మ పదార్థం అనుకుంటే పొరపాటు. మనం ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్నటువంటి అన్ని విషయాల్ని నేర్చుకుంటూ ఎట్లా ఎదిగాము, యంత్రాలకు కూడా ఆ రకమైనటువంటి విఘ్నతని అందించడం కోసం చేస్తున్నటువంటి ప్రయత్నమే ఏఐని తీసుకుని రావటం. అంటే అన్ని పారామీటర్స్ అన్నిటిని చూపించి నేర్చుకోవాలి అంటే కనుక దాదాపు ఈ మధ్య రిలీజ్ అయినటువంటి మోడల్స్ అని ట్రిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ టోకెన్స్, అంటే ట్రిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పీసెస్ అన్నిటినీ కలుపుకొని వాటిని అన్నిటినీ అర్థం చేసుకుని జనరేటివ్ AI టూల్స్ అన్ని సమాధానాలు చెప్తున్నాయి ఈ రోజున. కానీ మనం అన్ని ట్రిలియన్స్, అన్ని లక్షల కోట్ల డేటా పాయింట్స్ తీసుకుని మన మెదడు ఎదగలేదు. మనం ఇంకా తక్కువ విషయాలను చూసి నేర్చుకున్నాం. అందుకని యంత్రాలకి అంత బ్రూట్ ఫోర్స్ మెథడ్ కాకుండా ఇంకొక పద్ధతి ఏమన్నా ఉందా అని చెప్పేసి అన్వేషించినప్పుడు స్థూలంగా చూస్తే ఏఐలో 4 పార్శ్వాలు ఉంటాయి. There are 4 components in AI. One is the algorithm, the second is the source code of how you implement the algorithm, the third is the data sets, which is the most crucial thing, and the fourth is the model itself. So of all these 4 components, the algorithms part, the researchers have tweaked it out. They say that OpenAI గానీ మిగతా మోడల్స్ లో మాత్రమే చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. దేర్ ఈస్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ యూనిక్ వే ఆఫ్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ చందమామ కథలు మనం చేసి చూపించినప్పుడు కానివ్వండి తెలుగులో, లేదా ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజున రైతులు పంప్ సెట్లు ఆన్ చేసుకోవాలనుకున్న, యంత్రాలతో సంభాషించాలన్నా గానీ, వీ కుడ్ డూ ఇట్ విత్ 15 లాక్ లైన్స్ ఆఫ్ వాయిస్ శాంపిల్స్. 15 లాక్ వాయిస్ శాంపిల్స్ తోటి మనం సాధించగలిగాం. ఈ రోజున ఒక చాట్ జీపీటీకి ప్రత్యామ్నాయంగా, పోటీగా తెలుగులో ఒక ఎల్ఎల్ఎం బిల్డ్ చేయాలంటే మనోళ్ళు వచ్చినటువంటి ఒక అంచనా, వి నీడ్ 100 మిలియన్ టోకెన్స్ దట్ షుడ్ బి సఫిషియంట్ అని చెప్పేసి. ఆ 100 మిలియన్ టోకెన్స్ ఉంటే సరిపోతుంది అనేటువంటి ఒక నిర్ధారణకు వచ్చాం. అండ్ ఆ 1.2 వేల కోట్ల రూపాయలు ఖర్చు పెట్టి ప్రపంచం మొత్తం మీద ఎక్కడ జనం ఉంటే, ఎక్కడ చౌకగా లేబర్ వస్తే అక్కడికెళ్ళేసి వాళ్ళందరి చేత పనులు చేయించినటువంటి ఈ మోడల్ ఒక వైపునుంది. ఇది ప్రజల ప్రత్యామ్నాయం కింద, ప్రజా ప్రత్యామ్నాయం కింద కలిసొచ్చేటువంటి వాళ్ళందరినీ కలుపుకొని వెళ్తున్నటువంటి ఇది ఇంకో ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి ప్రయత్నం మనం చేస్తున్నటువంటిది. ఈ 2 వారాల్లో ఏం చెయ్యొచ్చు అనుకుంటున్నప్పుడు డెఫినిట్‌గా 80% ఆఫ్ యువర్ టైమ్ డేటా సెట్స్ ఏంటి? ఇందాక నేను చెప్పిన 4 కాంపోనెంట్స్ మీద కూడాను అవగాహన అనేది ఉంటుంది, నేర్పిస్తారు. దాంతో పాటు గురజాడ గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా సొంత లాభం కొంత మానుకొని అనేటువంటి చందంగా మనం గూడా నేను సైతం అంటూ శ్రీశ్రీ గారు పందాలు నేను సైతం అనుకుంటూ తెలుగు ఎల్ఎల్ఎం బిల్డింగ్‌కి 20% ఆఫ్ యువర్ టైమ్‌ని ఇక్కడికి వస్తున్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు, దీంట్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి వాళ్ళకి విజ్ఞప్తి, యూ క్రియేట్ డేటా సెట్స్. అంటే ఏం చేయొచ్చు? రమేష్ గారు చెప్పారు ఇందాక. మీ గ్రామాల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి, ప్రాంతాల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి, మీ ఊళ్ళల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఏ అంశాన్నైనా గాని వాయిస్ రూపంలో రికార్డ్ చేయండి. రికార్డ్ ద వాయిసెస్, రికార్డ్ ద వీడియోస్, రికార్డ్ ద వాయిస్ శాంపిల్స్. ఒక మగ్గం ఎలా నేస్తారు? లేదు ఒక కుండ ఎలా తయారు చేస్తారు? ఒక తాటి చెట్టు ఎట్లా ఎక్కి తాటి కల్లు ఎలా తీస్తారు? తాటాకులతోటి పందిరెలా ఏస్తారు? నులక మంచం ఎలా తయారు చేస్తారు? నవారు ఎలా నేస్తారు? నవారు మంచంకి నవారు ఎలా అల్లుతారు దగ్గర నుంచి మొదలుపెట్టి వంటలు, వార్పులు, మన సాంప్రదాయాలు, కల్చర్‌లు, పూజలు, పండగలు, పబ్బాలు, బోనాలు. ఒక్కొక్క ఊరికి ఒక్కొక్క రకమైన సాంప్రదాయం ఉంటుంది. బోనమెత్తే పద్ధతి ఉంటుంది. పొలాలకెళ్ళేసి పంట పనులు మొదలు పెడతారు. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆడియో రూపంలో డాక్యుమెంట్ చేస్తే గనుక మనకి వాట్ వి నీడ్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ 100 మిలియన్ టోకెన్స్. లక్షల కోట్ల టోకెన్‌లు మనకు లేవు. లక్షల కోట్ల అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ 13 ట్రిలియన్ టోకెన్స్ అని చెప్పేసి ఒక మోడల్. కొన్ని ట్రిలియన్స్ లోనే మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. లక్షల కోట్ల టోకెన్స్ అవసరం లేదు. మనకు 100 మిలియన్స్ అంటే 10 కోట్ల టోకెన్స్ సరిపోతాయి మనకి. అందుకని 10 కోట్ల టోకెన్స్ కావాలి అంటే గనుక తెలుగు భాషలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ అనేక వాక్యాలు, అనేక సాంప్రదాయాలకు సంబంధించినటువంటి డేటా మొత్తం అంతా కావాలి. ఆ డేటాను రికార్డ్ చేయమని చెప్పి అడుగుతున్నాం. చైతన్య గారు ఇందాక చెప్పారు. అన్‌ఫార్చునేట్‌గా నేను మాతృభాషలో మాట్లాడదాం అనుకున్నా గాని ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో మాట్లాడుతున్నాం అని చెప్పేసి. మనం ఏ ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో మాట్లాడినా గాని మన ఆలోచన మాత్రం మాతృభాషలో ఉంటుంది. అందుకనే మన గోదావరి జిల్లా ఇంగ్లీష్, హర్యానా ఇంగ్లీష్ దగ్గర, తమిళ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ దగ్గర నుంచి మా వాక్య రచనలో డాలస్‌లో ఒక ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడతారు. కాలిఫోర్నియాలో ఒక ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడతారు. లండన్‌లో ఒక ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడతారు. వేల్స్‌లో ఒక ఇంగ్లీష్ మాట్లాడతారు. అందుకని వివిధ యాసలుండొచ్చు. తమ మాతృభాషలో తమ తమ భాషలు ఎట్లా అయితే ఇవాల్వ్ అయినాయో, ఆ ఇవాల్వ్ అవుతున్నటువంటి క్రమంలో ఆ యాసలు ఇవన్నీ గూడా మన ఆలోచనలని నిరంతరం తోడుతూ ఉంటాయి. మనం ఏ భాషలో మాట్లాడినా గాని మాతృభాషలో ఎక్కువ మంది ఆలోచిస్తాం. ఎక్కువ మంది అనే దానికన్నా గూడాను 100కి 99 మంది మాతృభాషలోనే ఆలోచిస్తారు. అందుకని మాతృభాషలో ఆలోచించటం అనేటువంటి దాంతోటి ఈ మనం తెలుగు మాట్లాడేటువంటి వాళ్ళందరూ విశ్వ పౌరులుగా ఉండాలి అంటే నేను నా తెలుగుని మాట్లాడతాను. నా యాసలోనే మాట్లాడతాను. నా మాండలికంలోనే మాట్లాడతాను. అవతల వాళ్ళు ప్రపంచ భాషల్లో ఏ భాష వస్తే ఆ భాషలో వాళ్ళకి ఇనపడేటువంటి మెకానిజం మన అల్టిమేట్‌గా మనం బిల్డ్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి మన లార్జ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ మోడల్ ఒక ఫంక్షన్ అది గూడా ఉండబోతుంది. తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితే అవతలి వాళ్ళకి వాళ్ళ భాషలో వినపడేటువంటి సౌలభ్యానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి ఒక సొల్యూషన్ కూడా దీని నుంచే రాబోయే రోజుల్లో తయారవుతుంది. కాబట్టి మనం చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఇది ఒక యజ్ఞం లాంటి కార్యక్రమం. దీంట్లో రేపు రాబోయే రోజుల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ సెప్టెంబర్ 5, 6 తారీఖుల్లో ఏఐ మీద ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సమ్మిట్ ఒకటి జరుగుతుంది ఇక్కడ. ఆ సమ్మిట్ లో కూడా మనం చేస్తున్నటువంటి వర్క్ ని డెమాన్స్ట్రేట్ చేయబోతున్నాం. ఇది ఒక కమ్యూనిటీ డ్రివెన్ మోడల్. ఇది చైతన్య చెప్పినట్టు, రమేష్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు, నాగేంద్రనాథ్ గారు చెప్పారు, ప్రతాప్ గారు చెప్పారు, వీళ్ళందరూ చెప్పినట్టు ఇది ప్రపంచానికి ఒక ప్రత్యామ్నాయంగా ముందుకొస్తుంది. దీని తయారీ దగ్గర నుంచి మొదలుపెట్టి గిన్నిస్ బుక్ లోకి ఎక్కటానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి అన్ని హంగులు ఉన్నాయని చెప్పేసి నాగేంద్రనాథ్ గారు అన్నారు. అయితే మనం గిన్నిస్ బుక్ లోకి ఎక్కడానికి చేయట్లేదు. తెలుగు భాషను రక్షించుకుంటానికి, తెలుగుగా మాట్లాడేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా గాని ప్రపంచ పౌరులుగా ఏ భాష వారితోటైనా సంభాషించటానికి, ప్రపంచ పౌరులుగా ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ మాతృభాషలో ఎక్కడి నుంచి మాట్లాడినా మనం తెలుగులో అర్థం చేసుకోవడానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి ఒక వినూత్నమైనటువంటి అంతిమ పరిష్కారాన్ని దిశగా వెళ్తున్నాం. ఈ యజ్ఞం లాగా చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ పనిలో మీరందరూ కూడా వాయిస్ శాంపిల్స్ అన్ని రికార్డ్ చేయాలని చెప్పి, గంటల కొద్దీ వాయిస్ శాంపిల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి. మీ తాతగారు, బామ్మగారు, అమ్మమ్మ, నాయనమ్మ, లేకపోతే ఎవరైనా బాబాయిలు, పెద్దమ్మలు, పెదనాన్నలు ఎవరైనా గాని వాళ్ళు పాటలు పాడితే వాళ్ళ చేత పాటలు పాడించండి. ఉపన్యాసం చెప్తే ఉపన్యాసం చెప్పించండి. వాళ్ళ నుడికారంలో ఏం మాట్లాడినా గాని అది రికార్డ్ చేసి మీరు ఈ ఏఐ క్రియేటర్స్‌గా మీరందరూ గూడా దీంట్లో భాగస్వాములు అవ్వాలని చెప్పేసి కోరుతూ, మనం 6 అయినా గాని ఈ యాగం పూర్తవుతుంది. మన పరిష్కారం కూడా తయారు చేస్తాం. దాంట్లో కమ్యూనిటీగా ఒక ప్రజల ప్రత్యామ్నాయంగా దీన్ని తయారు చేస్తున్నాం అనేటువంటి దాంట్లో భాగస్వాములు అవుతున్నందుకు మీ అందరికి కూడా మరోసారి ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి అభినందనలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ సెలవు. ధన్యవాదాలు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అన్న. డెఫినెట్గా ఈ యజ్ఞం పూర్తి చేయడానికి కలిసికట్టుగా పనిచేద్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ అండ్ గివింగ్ అ బ్రాడ్ overview on the AI. How, if I want to be an AI creator, what are the things that I have to do right at this point of time? Thank you so much. Now we will look at the remaining days. How do we craft this remaining days? Now we will look at program overview and the application of this data that we are talking about, and what is the code of conduct of this program, and how do you access the courses, etc. We will look one by one. And so I will first myself Rajshekhar. I'm executive committee member at Swecha, and also I work as a senior DevOps consultant at Infosys. So let's begin with the this entire program overview. Now, if you look at the industry today, most of the industries are looking for full stack. If your career into this web development and all, most of the folks or the recruits are looking for the full stack web development. Now, how do I prepare myself for a full stack web developer? If I look at this sense, there are few technologies that is cutting edge in the industries right now. One such thing is React.js. So we'll start learning React.js now. Now, why React.js or a JavaScript framework? When I started learning coding way back, I think 10 years ago, of course, we all have this object-oriented programming language and all. Now, it's a slightly moved to a different phase called component libraries. Now, I don't have to sit and write entire logic of every function. Now, there are already these component libraries existing. Now, I can talk to them and communicate them, and I can write a program beautifully using those component libraries. So React.js is one such kind. So I can use many component libraries to build beautiful web pages. So definitely, we use this. There's an open source alternative tool to the VS Code called Codium. So we use that tool to code in that box. And the next thing is once I have this web page developed, so I need to see in the page. So we will learn a bit shift in the programming language and using Python. And the next thing we focus on is how do we develop this chatbot. Now, before I go to there, so the most interesting thing that I want to learn and also work with you is once I have the website. Now today, many of the people are going into this generative AI chatbot platforms. Now, the interesting idea came up here, and we want to put in the schedule is involving combining these chatbots with a web page built by React.js. Now, how do we do that? For this, we will have learn this natural language processing techniques, and also right now we are using GPTs, generative pre-trained transformers. We have to learn that how do you use it, and how do you involve it, and how do you attach to your web page, and we will learn about Flask. Combining these two things and building a dashboard to check this conversation between the bot and the pages. And of course, we will learn the almost basic technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to modify and work towards this. And for the showcase, we use pages in a GitLab or GitHub to see what we have done at the end of the release. So this is how this 15-day is planned. And between these days, you'll be having some innovative sessions on the technology, and which will be useful for studies and want to create an idea of the projects, etc., project ideations, and how do you inculcate when you go back to your colleges, and how do you want to do it. So this is the entire program schedules, and definitely we will share this program's schedule at the end of the day to your mails and WhatsApp communications. Uh, so yes, for sure, let's work towards it, and let's build this Telugu large language model, and also no the portfolio using this chatbot. I'm sure you will. Every one of us will build this. Now, moving on. Now we will see uh, what you will do in this 15-day program, where you have to log in, where you have to see this lectures, or where you have to work on the assignments, and where you have to work on this. So now I'd like to invite Teja. Is to finish his studies. He's from Anurag University. He'll tell you. So we just have learning management system where we have a lot of educational content where we you can go and see uh, and learn different technologies. So hi Teja. No. So he's a person who at Swecha is working on this different IoT based projects. So Teja, I think over to you, and please tell us how do we want to use this learning model system and during this 15 days.
Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Thank you, Rajana, for this opportunity. So, myself, Teja, as Rajana mentioned, I'm student coordinator at Swecha. So now I'm going to walk through you like how to use the LMS platform. I guess everyone is familiar with Udemy and Coursera like things, right? So basically, it's a platform where you have courses, you're gonna log in, you're gonna complete your assignments and all, right? So LMS, like learning.switcher.org, is also the platform for our Switcher. So I'll just show you how to our platform, how to access our courses and all. So yeah, Anand, are you able to see my screen?
Yes,
Hello?
Teja, we can see. So continue.
Yeah, yeah. So this is how your LMS gonna look after. So the login credentials, which we're gonna give you later. Actually, your username and your password both are same. So that is your registered mail ID. So after logging into your LMS account, you're gonna see a course called AI Creators Internship, like this. So yep. In this, you're gonna have a day-wise topics. In that topics, you're gonna have the live sessions, the resources, and the presentation which was shared by the speaker, and also the assignments. So let's say here is the day two. Here we have the live session recording, the presentation shared by speaker, and also the feedback. So you need to complete each and every module of this, and also we're gonna assign few assignments. Like let's say you need to you need to complete the task and also a few things. Likewise, we're gonna assign each and every topics every day. So you're gonna complete all the topics from this LMS. Yep. So the login credentials we'll share you in a while. So I think that's it, Anu. Anything I'm missing?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks, Teja. So as Teja pointed, this is an online course where you will get an access by the end of the day. We are almost put up the uh, courses and the groups and mails. So you'll receive it soon and a notification on WhatsApp as well to check your email on this password and username. So that is it about this learning module system. Now, as Kiran and Chaitanya and Pratap sir and Professor Ramesh and Nagadhan were explaining about this. The remaining 20% of the time, what I have to do. Now, I'll give you a brief on. I'll show you uh, the app that we were talking about. Uh, Yes, I hope my screen is visible. And so this is the app that we are talking about. Okay, so you can go to Play Store and you can type Swecha Telugu Corpus so that you'll get an image like this, and you can install it and start uh, working on it. So how do you uh, log into this and how do you work on this? The instructions we will send you out soon. So you'll have a page like this. You enter your name and your phone number. You'll get an OTP, and then this is the landing page. So I'll come here, and what I have to do here is, in my home, my grandmom, no, tell me stories about different local history. So I click a local history button, and I start recording her voice to this microphone and also video through this microphone. And these are the different categories we have. Uh, so basically, the reason that the 20% want you to contribute to this Telugu class language model is, for sure, we want to preserve our Telugu rich culture, the cultural heritage of this entire Telugu culture, where we doesn't have it an online presence. And there's a reason, after the lecture ends on the daily basis, go to home and discuss with your mom or dad or grandparents. Or if you read books, put up a switch on this microphone and start recording your own voice, so that we'll work on this very soon to build this large language model. And yes, so this is about this Vector Telugu corpus. We will share the details soon. So we just want you to show the other speakers are explaining about this application. And now we will discuss about the entire what are the things that you have to do alongside these assignments and as well as the lectures. Uh, I'll invite Sai Praveen to turn on his camera. So yes, Sai Praveen.
Yeah, yeah. Hi everyone. Hi Rashikranna.
No, we can't see your video, so
Just give me a minute. I'm switching it on.
yeah. So I'm sure a lot of you have so many questions on these things as well. So don't worry, there won't be any prerequisites. No, we will teach you from the what are the basics that these aligned in with these technologies. So you don't have to worry about it. You have our helpline number. Whenever you face any issues, you can call us. So he's Sai Praveen. So he's working as a cloud developer at Dai Absolute, and he's also main mentor on a full stack web development and cloud technologies at Swecha. So I'd like to discuss, tell us on what we have to do other than the courses, etc. in this and the 15 days after. Okay.
Okay, all right. So hi everyone. I am Praveen. So apart from the 15 days, the creators program that you're going to work on and the projects, so we do have some sort of guidelines, basically to ensure smooth and basically productive experience, right? So for the whole 15 days, we are going to follow this set of instructions, right? We are going to mail this as well, but just, we are going to address the same thing right now, right? So as we said, as we mentioned in the campaign, and also as we mentioned in the everywhere. So you're actually going to dedicate 2 hours every day for the internship, basically, right? In that 2 hours, you're going to spend 45 minutes basically in the live session, knowing and getting touch with the speaker and knowing the technology. And basically 15 days for the doubt clarification, and the rest of the 1 hour for the assignments that we give on that day, and the data collection. The data collection is pivotal, which will be going to take place every day. The assignments depends upon the technology that you're going to learn on the particular day, right? So that is the daily commitment, time commitment, basically. And coming to live sessions, as you know, basically, you need to have the attendance, and you need to ensure you need to attend the live classes, basically on schedule, because you're going. We only have 2 hours, and we're going to make it as productive as possible, right? So you're not going to be late, because the sessions are crucial for your understanding and for the progress for the next day of the session, right? So as I mentioned, punctuality, you need to be there on time for the live sessions, right? So you may miss some important information the speaker is going to discuss, basically resources, etc. If you be a little bit late for the live session, right? As I mentioned in the live session, you need to follow some etiquette while you're addressing or while you're asking questions or doubts, actually, right? The etiquette comes with that you need to come prepared with your questions to make most of the time, basically the before day session questions, right? You need to be respectful and concise what you're exactly asking, and allow others also to have the space to ask the questions, right? So that's what equity that we are going that I'm stressing, actually, right? So these are during the live sessions, right? All of these during the live sessions. And after the live sessions, we are going to collect data, or we are going to work on the assignments, basically, right? So there needs to be independent work of 1 hour daily, where you'll collect the data collection, right? And assignments. We are going to let you know before the day if the assignment is basically teamwork, right? Unless until we don't mention that, you're going to work independently, collecting the data and also working on the assignments, right? You need to also submit your assignments on time as instructed by your mentors, because the mentors gonna validate those, and maybe modify their teaching style or modify their level of telling the session the day after the assignments you submit, basically, right? So that's when they're going to understand evaluation of each and every person that are attending the live session, right? So basically focus on the accuracy as well while working on the data collection and also on the assignments, right? So as Teja mentioned, you'll be given access to LMS, which is called Learning Management System. Swecha has its own learning management system. You'll be getting mails with the credentials that you're going to log in, every study material, every assignment that you'll be working on, and every session recording. If you miss the class, I mean, it's mandatory to attend the live session. Just in case if you are unable to attend due to some inconveniences, you can always listen to the recordings, actually, right? So that's one thing that you can find in the LMS, actually. Everything you need to submit assignments, everything except for the data collection part, which you'll be doing in the application. And for the assignments, for the attendance, for the live sessions, everything you'll be logging into the LMS and you'll be attending from there, actually, right? So just in case if you have any doubts or clarifications, we are always available on the number that that was in the campaign page, right? We are going to send a mail as well, which contains the phone number that you can actually feel free to reach out to us, actually, right? So you're going to always be regularly checking on your emails and LMS notifications throughout the 15 days, actually, right? For important updates or important announcements regarding the live session or regarding the assignments, actually, right? Because you don't want to miss submitting your assignments on time, right? So the next thing is engagement. Engagement plays a pivotal role, because actually we are going to also validate your engagement based on the attendance, right? Based on the actively participating in the discussions, right? Group activities, right? discussing with your peers and mentors, because you're going to divide you into teams actually, right? Each team has team leads, and each team lead has scrum masters actually. Scrum masters has project manager, right? Project lead, sorry, right? So all of them on a structure will be monitoring you, right? Not only monitoring, they will clarify you on different occasions if you have any queries, right? Right. So that's when you're going to collaborate with each other and learn from each other, right? So that's one thing about networking and collaboration. And this is also one of the main thing, which is conduct and professionalism, right? So this is also one type of schooling, right, where you can also follow some of the guidelines, right? So you need to be professional whenever you interact with mentors, experts, and also your team members, right? Team members or team lead or scrum master, right? You need to be on time and you need to maintain a professionalism, right? So yeah, that's about it actually regarding the conduct and professionalism actually, right? And also we would expect honesty in all of the work, all of the assignments, all of the things that you're working on, right? So, and the last and final thing, which is about certificate criteria, right? So we are also attending the internship to learn and also get a certificate, such that we can show everyone that I have excelled in this particular thing, right? So the certification based on some of the criteria actually, right? There are four criteria. The first one is live session attendance, right? You must basically attend a minimum of 12 hours of live session in the whole 15 days of the internship, right? If there is any change, we will let you know about the hours actually, right? But right now 12 hours is the time that you're going to spend on the live sessions during the whole internship, right? So assessment completion, I know everyone will be completing the assignments, but what we're expecting is that you need to complete it on time, right? Completing all the daily assignments as per the schedule gives us a way to expand our learning for the next day actually, right? And also we can track your progress and understanding of what you have been learning in the meanwhile. So the third thing is data collection, right? So each day you need to collect at least 30 minutes of data, right? It is mandatory. You can collect any amount of minutes after the 30 minutes, but 30 minutes is the bare minimum that you need to collect the data on each day, right? Because it will be also monitored, right? We expect a consistent participation actually on this data collection part, because the data collection is the main thing apart from the learning that you're going to do, right? So the next thing is report submission, right? Report submission is the one thing, because we are going to need to see the reports, the final evaluation from us, from your side, before we pass out the certificate, right? So because we submit your report to your college for evaluation as a part of the internship, right? Because some of the colleges, all of the colleges, all of the students have been, there is a both way communication between the college and the college and Swecha actually, right? So we need to also submit the report, because we need to show what you have been working on in the meanwhile, right? So report is mandatory, right? I suggest you to work on the report every day, such that you can combine all of the day's report at the end of the 15th day, such that you can submit it easily, right? If you work on the report at the end of the day, you can't actually remember everything that you have worked on each and every day in the total 15 days, right? I suggest you to prepare a report each day. Individual report is very helpful, team report is very helpful also, right? So all of these rules, all of these four rules should be met for the certificate actually, right? Live session attendance, assessment completion on time, data collection of amount around 30 minutes each day, report submission, right? So one last final thing I missed out is feedback and evaluation, right? So as I said, your progress will be monitored on various levels, right? While live attendance, while working on the assignments, while asking questions, while interacting, every level, right? So timely completion of assignment, active participation will be the main things that will contribute to your final evaluation, right? So we also from our side, we also put out a feedback form every day for the each session, such that you can provide feedback on the program and help us improve future iteration, because it goes both ways actually, right? We will teach you and you let us know what we are actually need to improve if there is anything, right? So that's all about it. Don't worry, we will be sending all of these things on your mail before today, right? So yeah, that's about it actually. We wish you all the very best, and we'll be looking forward for your active participation actually, right? So that's about it. And I took so much of your time, but this is about it actually. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chatril. I think you're scaring us basically. Yeah, don't scare us. We will
No,
work
no,
on it.
I am
So
I
I
am not
think,
exactly scaring. Yeah, but
yeah. So yeah, a few words on the Saprivin, like the code of conduct. How are you going to work on this and dividing that and team meetings, team lead? So uh, we will roll out a form and another form into all of you to correct your email and or the one that has a WhatsApp to your number, so that these two will be the main communication platforms. One is an email, another WhatsApp. So we will roll out soon because we are getting calls saying that I wanted a wrong email, I wanted a wrong number. So we will roll out that form right after the session, so you can fill out and send to us, so you won't be miscommunicating that. So uh, I think uh, I'm just checking if it anything else that we left in the inauguration. So yes, so I think yeah we are done. So we work towards it, and let's build some good portfolios and build all generative AI chatbots that can be, the use cases of that will be very different once we learn that. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with React.js at the same time. Uh, same, we'll forward you the links that you want to join, and we will get to connect very soon, one to one. So, thank you very much, one and all, who joined patiently listening to this program. I can see almost more than thousands of the joined and listening this. Thank you very much. I'm sure you'll be shooting many more questions also. So we're happy to take that. If you have any queries, to reach the helpline number that we gave in the posters, and also all the colleges you have who got the information there. Uh, so thank you so much for joining, everyone.
And
From tomorrow onwards, be having the sessions on it. Please be on time, join on time. We'll get to see you soon. And
And, and the last
one
a
more thing.
point actually.
Yeah, go ahead. Tej, add it.
Actually,
Just turn on your video.
students started texting us like, what is the username and password. So we're gonna share that username and password within by today night actually. So you don't be tensed, and also you're gonna divide it into groups. So if you have any queries, or if you have any questions, or else any sort of things you want to communicate, you just type, or else you can contact your Scrum Master too for that purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. It's difficult to communicate the process here in the session. So we will send you an instruction manual how to log into these portals that we have just discussed, and then you can start it, use it accordingly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think we're done with the session. So once again, thanks all for joining. So I'll end this with Nenu Saitam, Telugu Kosam, to preserve this rich Telugu culture. So we'll work towards it to build this large language model to learn the cutting edge technologies like generative AI and full stack web. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining.